Last class, you already discussing about that is common common diseases in the human beings. What are the common diseases in the human beings? Bacterial diseases, viral diseases, fungal diseases, protozoan diseases, helminths diseases. What is it? First one, bacterial diseases. What are the bacterial diseases in the human beings? First one, typhoid. What is the first disease? Typhoid. The second disease, it is known as typhoid and pneumonia. What is known as second one? Pneumonia. These are the common bacterial diseases in the human beings. Coming to the second one, viral diseases. What is the common viral diseases? That is known as a common cold. What is the viral disease? Common cold. Coming to the fungal diseases. What is the fungal diseases? Ringworm. Ringworm is the fungal disease. It is caused by the three fungal species that is known as the microspora and also trichophyta. Third one is known as the epidermophyta. What is the third one? Epidermophyta. After that, helminths diseases. What is known as helminths diseases? What is the helminths diseases? The first example, platyhelminthes diseases. That is example for that is one. Ascariasis. What is known as Ascariasis disease? It is caused by the Ascariasis lumbricoides. It is caused by the Ascariasis lumbricoides. Coming to the next one, filariasis are also known as the elephantiasis. What is known as elephantiasis? This elephantiasis or filariasis caused by the one important elementis parasite is known as Ochrarea bronchopti. What is known? Ochrarea bronchopti. After that, protozoan diseases. What is known? Protozoan diseases. How many protozoan diseases? 3 protozoan diseases. What is known? 2 protozoan diseases. The first one, malaria. What is the first one disease? Malaria disease. It is caused by the different types of malarial parasite, different types of Plasmodium. What is the example? Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium malariae, Plasmodium vivax. Okay, now coming to the second protozoan disease, it is known as, what is the second protozoan disease? Amoebiosis, or also known as the amoeboic dysentery. What is known? Amoeboic dysentery or amoebia dysentery. It is also known as loose motions. It is caused by the Entamoeba histolytica. What is known? Entamoeba histolytica. These are the common diseases in the human beings. These are the common diseases in the human beings. Finally, in this, bacteria or viral or fungal or protozoans or helminths, what are the diseases? What are the best preventive measures? What are the measures how to control this infectious diseases from the one infected person to the normal person? What are the measures? What are the preventive measures to prevention of the infectious diseases? What is infectious diseases? Prevention and measures of the infectious diseases. What is prevention and prevention and prevention and prevention and measures of prevention and measures of infectious diseases. Infectious diseases. Infectious diseases. Now, what are the prevention and measures of infectious diseases? Now, infectious disease means these diseases easily transmitted from the infected person to the normal healthy person. Infectious the diseases are classified into two types. The first one, infectious diseases. Second one, non-infectious diseases. The first diseases, infectious diseases, are also known as a communicable diseases. Communicable means the diseases easily transmitted into the infected person to the normal healthy person. What are the measures? What are the preventive measures you have to follow? You should have to follow to prevent this infectious diseases like typhoid, common cold, malaria, pneumonia, diphtheria, and also fungal diseases like ringworms, ascariasis, helminthes disease like that is known as the filariasis. What are the preventive measures we should have to follow to control infectious diseases? What are the preventive measures to follow to control the infectious disease? What is the first preventive measures to control the infectious diseases? What are the preventive measures to control the infectious disease? Two important measures to control the infectious disease. What is the first important measure? That is known as a personal. What is it known? Personal. What is the first important preventive measure of the infectious disease? Personal hygienic or personal hygienic. What is it? Personal hygienic or personal hygienic. What is the hygienic? You are discussing later now. Coming to the second important preventive measure. What is the second important preventive measure? Public. What is the second one? Public hygiene or public hygiene or public hygiene. What is the first one? Personal hygiene and public hygiene. Now, what is the meaning of hygiene? Hygiene means cleanliness. What is cleanliness? What is the meaning of this one? Cleanliness. Hygiene means what is it? In our personal health always clean, and also public always, in our surroundings always clean. These two important measures to control the infectious diseases. To control the infectious diseases. That is known as cleanliness. In our personal always cleanliness. In the case of the public hygiene or public always clean in our surrounding. Coming to the first one, personal hygiene. Second one, public hygiene. Coming to the personal hygiene. What is the first one? Personal hygiene. What is the first one? Personal hygiene. Personal hygienic or hygienic. No problem. Personal hygiene or personal hygienic. Hygienic is nothing but cleanliness. What is it? Cleanliness. First one, our body always clean. Our body always clean. Coming to the body, first one, personal hygienic means always clean our body. Always clean. Always every day clean our body morning and evening. Every day 2 times for the bathing. 2 times for the bathing. Okay, two times for the bathing means to clean our body. To clean our body. Always clean our body. Always clean our body means 2 times for the bathing every day. 2 times. 2 times bathing for every day. 2 times bathing for every day. Our personal hygienic. Personal hygienic means always clean our body 2 times bathing for every day. Okay, and also you are wearing to the already clean clothes. Don't always wear the that is the dirty cloth. You are always wearing of the clean cloth. Always wearing of the always wearing of the clean cloth. Clean clothes. Always wearing clean clothes. Don't use other soaps. Once you are using other soaps means they are already infected with any fungal infections, easily transmitted into the one infected person to the normal healthy person. Only use your personal soap. Use personal soap. Personal soap. What is that? Use your one personal soap, and also use only one comb for the your grooming purpose. Use personal comb. What is that? Use personal comb. Okay, otherwise you are using other comb. Other comb means you are using other comb means that person may be infected to the any dandruff. Any dandruff, any ringworms, you can easily transmit it into the infected person to the normal healthy person. And also other personal hygienic. What is the maintain consumption of the drinking clean water. Consumption means taking. Consumption of clean drinking water. Consumption of the clean drinking water. Always take drinking water, clean water. Don't take any spoiled or contaminated water. Once you are taking any contaminated water, you are suffering to the any ascariasis problems, any typhoid fevers, any amoebiasis diseases easily, and the pathogens easily enter into the in our body. Consumption of the clean drinking water. Consumption means taking clean drinking water, and also food also always don't take spoiled food. Don't take yesterday food. Don't take night food. Don't take you are not taking any food. Always fresh. Always lukewarm. Medium heat, somewhat heat. That heat is suitable for the they are not to inhibit the growth of the microorganism, to destroy the growth of the microorganism. Once you are taking any cold rice or any cold materials like curries, that one it is suitable place for the growing of the many microorganisms. That's why you always take clean food. Always take clean vegetables. What is vegetables? Once you are eating any vegetables, once you are preparing any curries, first clean the vegetables after that you are taking them. Okay, na? After the next one, na, fruits. What is it? You are eating any fruits before eating. Na, before eating, first clean or wash. Proper washing is important. After washing, you are taking the vegetables or fruits. It is also important for the personal health. Personal health. What is the first one? Always clean our body. What is the meaning of hygienic? What is the meaning of hygienic? Means cleanliness. And always wearing of the clean cloth, not a dirty cloth. Once you wearing the dirty cloth, once you wearing the other cloths, means any person infected with any fungal infections or viral infection, whatever bacterial infection, you can easily transmit it. Or smallpox, easily contact with one infected person to the other normal and healthy person. Use personal soap. Use personal tube. Consumption of you are taking clean drinking water and also food, vegetables, fruits. Vegetables and fruits. It is the personal hygienic. It is the personal hygienic. Now coming to the next one. Public hygienic. What is the next one? Public hygienic. Public. Public hygienic or public cleaning. Okay, always cleanliness. Public always cleaning. Or public cleanliness. In our surroundings. In our surroundings. Public hygienic or public cleanliness. Always in our surrounding. Always clean. The first one. What is the first measure of the public cleanliness? What is the necessary for the in our surroundings? Public always cleaning. What is the first one? Proper disposal of proper disposal of waste material. Proper disposal of waste material. Proper disposal of waste material means any polythene, any plastic, any papers. Proper wastages are easily dissolved into the soil. Easily dissolve into the soil. Once not easily dissolved means they will still carry to the many diseases from the infected person to the normal healthy person. They will be suitable place for the growing of the many microorganisms. Proper disposal of waste materials and excretory products. Fecal matters. The proper disposal of the proper dissolving of the disposal of waste materials and excretory waste or excretory materials. Excretory materials. It is important. The first step involved to the public cleaning, proper disposal of the proper cleaning of the proper dissolve of the waste material like polythene, plastic covers, and also excretory waste materials. Excretory waste materials. Coming to the second one. What is the other one? Clean our surrounding. Always clean. Okay, now always clean our surroundings. Clean our surroundings. Clean our surroundings. Clean our surroundings. Once always clean our surroundings, it is not suitable place for the growing of the microorganism. We are not infected to the any pathogens. We are not infected to the any bacterial, fungal, viral, protozoans elements also. Clean always in our surrounding. Clean our surrounding. Always clean our surrounding. Coming to the next one. This surroundings and also periodic cleaning of the periodic cleaning of the periodic cleaning of the periodic cleaning of the reservoirs. Periodic cleaning of the reservoirs, ponds, pools, cesspools. What is it? Cesspools. Cesspools means the water is stored in the underground areas. Drainage water. Drainage water stored in underground. Drainage water stored in underground areas. The water periodic cleaning means after 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, 4 months. Okay, we are cleaning of this reservoirs. Cleaning of the reservoirs. Whenever you are cleaning the reservoirs after 2-3 months, after 5 months, after 6 months, you are cleaning means that reservoir is not suitable place for the growing of the any microorganism. We are also not infected with any pathogens. And also ponds, pools, swimming pools. Swimming pools also clean. Okay, 1 week. Okay, within 1 week. Okay, 2 weeks. And cesspools, any drainage, temporary storage for the drainage water stored into the underground areas. Temporary storage for the drainage water. We can clean. Okay, you can clean. Once you are clean means you are not infected. To prevent the infectious pathogens. To prevent the infectious pathogens. To follow this public and personal hygienic, to prevent, to avoid, to follow public and personal hygienic, personal and public, to follow personal and public hygienic, to follow public and personal hygienic, to prevent infectious diseases like, to prevent infectious diseases like, infectious diseases like, typhoid, amoebiasis and ascariasis. These 3 diseases are transmitted into the contaminated food and water. These diseases are transmitted into the food and water. Other diseases like airborne diseases, common cold, common cold and pneumonia. These are the easily transmitted into the air. These are nothing but airborne diseases. Airborne diseases. Contact inhibition, that is known as a smallpox. Smallpox is the contact. Your contact to the infected person. To contact to the infected person. To follow personal and public health. To follow personal and public cleanliness. To control typhoid, amoebiasis, ascariasis, common cold and pneumonia. These are, and also smallpox. You should have to follow public and personal cleanliness to prevent this you are not suffering any time this typhoid, amebius, ascariasis, common cold, pneumonia, smallpox. This diseases are never transmitted to the infected person to the normal person. Once you have to follow, once you should have to follow, you are follow to the personal as well as public cleanliness. Public cleanliness. Coming to the next one. Many diseases, the many diseases transmitted into the insect vectors. What is the insect vector? It is acting as the diseases are transmitted from the one infected person to the normal healthy person. That is known as a mosquito. What is known? Insect vectors. What is known? Insect vectors. Insect vector. What is known? Insect vector. What is the example for the insect vector? First one, female Anopheles mosquito. Second one, cockroaches. Next one, houseflies also. Now, insect vector, that is known as a mosquito. Through the mosquito, it will carry this vector. This vector carries. This vector carries normal infected person to the malaria disease transmitted from the normal infected person to the healthy person. For example, malaria. The malaria, it is easily transmitted into the healthy infected person to the malarial patient to the normal healthy person. Normal healthy person. What is the diseases caused by the mosquitoes? Malaria easily transmitted. What is known? Malaria and filariasis. Filariasis. What is known? Filariasis and also dengue and chikungunya. Okay, synonym. Dengue and dengue fever and chikungunya. Chikungunya. These are the viral diseases. Okay, viral diseases easily transmitted to the female Anopheles mosquito and Aedes. This one carried by the this malaria transmitted into the female Anopheles mosquito. It is transmitted to the female Anopheles mosquito. Filariasis is transmitted to the Culex mosquito. What is the mosquito name? Important, very important. Culex mosquito. Next one, dengue and chikungunya. It is easily transmitted to the Aedes aegypti mosquito. What is the mosquito name? Aedes aegypti mosquito. Aedes aegypti mosquito. Now this Aedes aegypti mosquito, Culex mosquito, female Anopheles mosquito, they will carry diseases like malaria pathogens, filarial pathogens, dengue pathogens, and chikungunya pathogens. How to control? How to prevent these mosquitoes? How to control? How to prevent these mosquitoes? The first preventive measures of the controlling of the vectors, prevention and controlling of the vectors, prevention and preventive measures of insect vectors. Insect vectors means mosquitoes. What are the preventive measures of the insect vectors? What are the preventive measures of the to controlling of the mosquito. The first preventive measure, what is it? The first preventive measure always in our surrounding is cleaning. Always in our surrounding is house coolers cleaning. Always house coolers. House coolers always clean. And surrounding also clean. Surrounding cleanliness in our house and also in our surrounding first always clean. Whenever the always clean, house coolers means in our house always clean, and also proper cleaning of the surrounding cleanliness, and also using mosquito nets. What is it? Using mosquito nets. Okay, and also using otherwise Gambusia fishes. Gambusia fishes introduced into the Gambusia fishes. Introduce into the Gambusia fishes introduced into the pond or pond. Once introduced into this pond, these fishes eat mosquito larvae. These fishes eat mosquito larvae. What is the important role for the Gambish fishes? Whenever the more mosquitoes present in the particular pond, we are introduced into the Gambish fishes, they will always eat mosquito larvae. Always eat mosquito larvae. Using mosquito nets, Gambish fish introduced into the pond or these fishes will eat mosquito larvae always in our house and also surroundings also clean. And also what is the other method you should have to follow to controlling the vectors? Spraying of insecticides. Spraying of insecticide, DDT and benzene hexachloride on the pond or any reservoirs. And spraying of the dichloro, diphenyl, trichloroethane or benzene hexachloride. Once spraying on the any ponds, any reservoirs, any ditches, or reservoir pools. Once you spray into the any ditches area, that is beside of the roads, the small ditches are located. The small ditches beside the road, the small ditches is the water. You're spraying into the any BHC or DDT in the ditches. So it is beside of the roads, the small ditches are located. In the ditches, there are more breeding, that is growing of the more mosquitoes. Once you spray into the DDT or BHC or small amount of petrol or diesel, once spray into the some amount of spray into the ditches or small pools, those poor means these all mosquitoes are died. Mosquito larvae are died. Once the mosquito larvae are died, they are not carried from the infected pathogens like malarial pathogens or filarial pathogens and dengue pathogens and also chikungunya pathogens. They are not carried from the one infected person to the normal healthy person. And also to cover in our house, to cover to the meshwork. There is the small meshwork to cover to the windows and doors. The small meshwork. What is it? Meshwork. Mesh work. Mesh work. Surrounding of the mesh work is cover to the mesh work. Cover to the windows and doors. Mesh work cover to the windows and doors. This mesh work, this mesh work to prevent the mosquitoes not reaches into the in our home. Otherwise you are using mosquito bats. Okay, coming to the next one. These are the preventive measures to controlling of the mosquitoes. Okay, nowadays the biology is more advanced. They're using vaccination and immunization. The biological advancement biological advancement day by day. The biology improvement and development is takes place. That's why nowadays development of the many vaccination, they follow biological advancement, they follow vaccination. What is it? Vaccination and immunization. What is it? Immunization. What is the necessary for we are taking the vaccination? Whenever you are taking the vaccines, the vaccine drops consists of the liquid droplets, consists of the weakened pathogens or killed pathogens, the dead pathogens. Once you are injected into the dead pathogens, these pathogens are activation of the in our immune system. In our immune system produce antibodies. This antibody fight against to the pathogens. This vaccination is the permanent method. Antibiotics means temporary method, but the vaccination is the permanent method. It is to control this vaccination, to control deadly diseases like this one control deadly diseases like smallpox. What is smallpox? Deadly diseases like smallpox and diphtheria, typhoid, and also pneumonia, smallpox, diphtheria, typhoid, pneumonia, they will 100% is controlled because of the vaccines are available. The smallpox, diphtheria, typhoid, pneumonia, this deadly diseases like they will control 100% is controlled in our surroundings. But nowadays, and also coronavirus, it is controlled by the corona vaccine, but it is not a 100% is controlled. Once you are taking the corona vaccine, it is good because of once you are taking means in our body produce more antibodies. Anytime coronavirus is enter means the antibodies fight against the coronavirus. And also these vaccines are prepared by the according to they are using biotechnology techniques. They are using biotechnology techniques. In the last class of the second year syllabus, and the second page syllabus, we are discussing about what is the biotechnology, what is the biotechnology application, how they will prepare the vaccination with the help of biotechnology. With the help of biotechnology techniques, they are prepared vaccination and vaccines are prepared with the help of biotechnology techniques. They are using yeast, they are using bacteria, they are using the small models of the animals also, and also other biological advances. Antibiotics. What is it? Antibiotics and other drugs antibiotics and other drugs to prevent the infectious diseases. To prevent the infectious diseases. To prevent the infectious diseases. Nowadays, how many antibiotics available nowadays? More than 550 antibiotics are available for the market. More than 550 antibiotics. These antibiotics to control the bacterial infection. Not only antibiotics, other drugs also to help for the to prevention of the infectious diseases. These are the measures to prevention of the infectious diseases from the infectious disease from the one infected person to the normal healthy person. Tomorrow we are going to discussing about immunity. Up to here, still up to here, the diseases are completed. Thank you very much.